Is there a secret to change? Is there something that we can't see when it comes to change that would make it so much easier to change? Because we want to be able to change right now. We think of something and we want to say, I want to change my life. I want this thing to change and I want it to happen right now. We want things to be immediate, to be instantaneous, but that's not usually how change works. And it's complicated because it's not just that change doesn't happen suddenly, but at the same time, we don't want to change. We resist change because change is dangerous, change is unknown, and it's not something that our body, our mind, our ego is comfortable doing. So when it comes to changing, what we first have to do is understand that the easiest way to change is to start. We can never change unless we start right now. And you can say, well, I'm going to change tomorrow. And then you get to the next day and like, I'm going to just watch this TV show and I'm going to change tomorrow. I'm going to play this video game and I'll change tomorrow. You have to start. Starting is the first process to changing. And then understanding that the easiest way to affect change in our life is to do it incrementally and change a little bit every day, a little bit at a time. If you change small percentages, I mean, we're talking about tiny, like almost infinitesimal percentages of your life each day, that's going to add up to huge change over the course of a week, a month, a year. And this is how you change your life. This is how you get to where you want to go. It's how you achieve a goal. It's how you change yourself. It's where you get where you want to be. And I think the other part of this whole process of change is realizing that the change that you're envisioning right now is not going to be exactly what this change looks like. You have to understand, I'm going to decide to change. I'm going to start today. I'm going to do it incrementally, a little bit at a time. You've got to realize that when you get there, it's not going to look like what you thought it was going to look like. You have to be prepared to receive this change the universe is sending your way, because you're sending this change to yourself because you are the universe, right? So you got to be in this like divine mode where you realize you're one with the universe. Okay, I'm going to change. The universe is going to send me all these things that I need to accomplish this, but I have to accept these things that are being sent my way. We can want all this stuff. We can manifest it, law of attraction, but if we're not in receive mode for what the universe is sending us, we're going to miss that change. So that's it. We just have to be in receive mode. We have to decide to do it. And we have to be prepared to see that these things we're receiving from the universe are the change that we wanted, the change that we were asking for. It's basically this destination that we wanted to get to, but it's not going to look like the destination we thought it was. And I think that's probably why people get stuck in life, because they aren't prepared to receive anything from the universe. All they're prepared to do is to basically maintain the status quo and live the same every single day. And it's because they don't want to change. You actually have to want the change. You can want to change and have made that decision and still never move off of, the center point that you're currently on because you're still afraid. So you have to let go of that fear too. You have to not be afraid to accept the change and also the process of changing. The thing is, we want this destination to be a downhill slope, right? We want to be able to go downhill to achieve this goal and to affect that change. But it's not going to all be walking downhill. We're going to walk downhill some, we're going to walk uphill some, maybe flat ground, maybe it's neutral, but it's going to be up and down. So just be prepared for that as you're trying to get from point A to point B. You can change your life. You just have to start today. Until next time, I wish you peace in your journey.